Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Talking Bullion. Well, I got something a little different today. Today, we're going to take a look at selling some constitutional silver. I'm going to unbox it, but I'm only going to unbox it to show you what we have. So this is a little unusual. This is something that I don't normally do, but everything's okay in life. Things are great, actually. Just got a special project coming up and, just using some of my resources to help with it. But why don't we go ahead and take a look. Alright, so some of you will recognize the orange box. This is the guardhouse box. It comes for quarters. And I've got some quarters and got a few halves I think I'm going to sell. Not that I necessarily want to. I love this stuff. But that's okay. That's why we do it, right? It's just a great form of a savings account, I think. And we've been pretty good about picking up some stuff, so why don't we go ahead and see what we have. Alright, so on the quarters, let's open this up. Alright, now I've got 25 rolls to sell, and you can see them here, and this just has, it looks like a 1940s label on it. Just if I know something's in there, I'll label it. But any of you have watched my videos in the past, these vary in condition. And you can see here through the top, some of them are pretty nice. There's, a few worn ones too, but these are just regular, generic, constitutional silver. Now, I do know that some of these in here are in really good shape as well, but I'm not going to pick and choose. Somebody wants to buy a roll or two, I'm just going to go in, I'm just going to pull the next roll or two, and I'm going to ship them out. Not even going to go through them myself. So one of the things you do need to know, though, is I'm going to take them out of these plastic tubes that I buy, these Numis tubes. These things cost, a little bit of money, and I'm not planning on shipping them with the order. So I will put them either into paper quarter tubes, or I might just put them in baggies and wrap them up real tight so they don't jingle, jingle, jingle. But let's just take a quick look at some of them. It's in good shape, a little scuffed up, but you can see just by looking at the sides that these things are, oops, I gotta get on the screen. So yeah, I've got some really nice ones in here too. And again, I'm not going to go in and go through them. And I know I have some BU rolls in here for sure. And if you get one of those, congratulations. But I'm going to take them. I'm just going to take them out of tubes, put them into, like I said, either quarter roll if I can find some, or some baggies. And I only want to sell them at $10 face. So in other words, I only want to sell whole rolls. I don't want to break them out. So this is what's available in the quarters, and I'll talk about how much here in a minute, how much I want for them. But I want to show you the halves because, unlike other places, the halves I'm going to sell them for the same price as the quarters. Now, I don't think I have any Walking Liberties. I've made some other deals for those. I got a guy who likes his walkers quite a bit. But let me see, maybe so. You can probably tell by the shine that these are all Kennedys. All 64 Kennedys. All in just beautiful condition. Of course, I'm not going to guarantee the condition. It's constitutional silver. You get it. You pick it up. It is what it is, but as you know, 64 Kennedys are usually in great condition, but like I said, I won't guarantee it, so no complaints about it. But I think you'll be happy with most of them. Over here we have some Franklins. Looks like I have 4 rolls of Franklins set aside. And what is this one straggler over here? Oh, what do you know? There's a walker in there. Roll of walkers. Alright, so let me see, we have 8 here, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 rolls of those. I don't know if I want to sell all these or not, maybe. I've got I can. I mean, it's okay that I do, but all right, so 25 rolls of quarters, 14 rolls of halves. And what I'm asking for them today is, let me pull up something here real quick for you guys to just as a reference point. Because I wasn't sure, I want to offer you a good deal. It's important to me to offer you a good deal, and I think it's a great deal, actually. Let's take a look. So if we look over here, let's see if we can pull this up a little bit. So I'm trying to open up a Word document and on a computer that I don't have Word. Okay, that's a little better. So I went out and I did some research, and here's all the pricing for 3 of the bullion dealers. You can see here that JM Bullion has them for 17.2 times. It's $24, over $24 an ounce. Over $5 over spot, but they're currently out of stock on their quarters. Monument has them for 17.9. SD Bullion 16.3, so there was the best deal right there. Now on the halves, JM Bullion 17.7, Monument 16.6, and SD Bullion 16.9. So you can see here that on average, they're getting about $5 over spot on these things. So they're doing just fine with their constitutional silver sales. So however, what I've decided to do is sell them for 14.9 times, whether it's quarters or whether it's halves. But at that price, folks, I do have to charge shipping. One of the biggest things about selling this stuff is the shipping cost. That's why buying it locally works out so well, because you don't have to pay the shipping cost. But shipping is quite a bit for these things. And so I'm going to have to, this is, what's the best price on there for the quarters? 16.3. This is, you can see 14.9 is quite a bit less than that. So like I said, I think it's a great deal. I think it's a deal worthy of purchasing if you have the funds to do so, and to get your constitutional collection built back up. But I wanted to put it out there and offer it up to anybody who might want to pick some up. That is what I'm doing. I'm just selling off a little bit of constitutional silver and going to my friends in the YouTube community first, because I think I could walk into a coin shop or something and probably get. I was actually surprised when I talked to a coin dealer a few months ago about what he'd offer for the constitutional silver, and it was quite a bit above spot. Let's say at the time spot was 15 times. He was offering like 16 and a half, and I was like, wow, really? That's awesome. That is an option that I have, but I figured most of the people that follow me on YouTube love the constitutional silver. So I thought I'd throw it out there for a good price and see if you're interested. Because you can also see here on my list that $4 for shipping, but three or more rolls, I'm going to have to go $8, and then 5 or more $10. And I think on these two, I'll probably lose money because these rolls are heavy. Lose money in the sense on the shipping. I think the shipping's going to cost me more. But, I don't want to get too high on the shipping because I know that's, part of your consideration for purchasing. So, all right. So that's it on the constitutional silver, the 90%. But what else do I have here? So, I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I think that it might be time to do this too. So, over this weekend, I'm also going to take some bids on a Talking Bullion round. Now, let me explain to you a little bit about this round. This is a 2-ounce round. You can actually see it's more than 2 ounces. It's 2.15 ounces. This was made by Backyard Bullion over in the UK. Here is the serial, the cert for it. And there was only 2 of them made. All right. Here's number 1, 001. And I'm going to keep this one. This is the only 2-ounce Talking Bullion round that there ever will be. And I'm going to keep that one. That's a special one. And as you know, over here in the coin cam, we got the 3-ounce round. There's only one ever 3-ounce round as well. Look at that. You can see the toning on that thing from sitting out, can't you? Hadn't noticed that before. So I'm keeping the one. The only other 2-ounce, I'll have one 2 ounce and 1 3 ounce in my collection for me, but there's only one other. I only had 2 of them made. This is serial number 2, and this is from Backyard Bullion. For those who don't know who Backyard Bullion is, go look at his YouTube channel. He's a classic UK pourer, and he gets these things hallmarked. In the UK, you have to hallmark. You have to verify your metals that you sell are what you say they are. And he had this verified in Edinburgh. That is 999 fine silver. And I've decided I'm going to auction it off. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Auction in the sense that what I'm going to do is I'm going to take bids. And I have to get, at least like a reserve price for it. I'm not going to let it go for less than it's worth. That's for sure. But I want to take some bids, and the highest bid will win. Now, this is going to be kind of what we would call a silent auction, right? If you're interested, send me an email at tb@talkingbullion.com. What's your best price on it? And the highest price will win. And this is just something that I would just, the thing is it's just sitting around in a drawer, and I'd rather have somebody else enjoy it. I mean, let me put it over here on the coin cam. Turn on the coin cam. And one of the things you will notice here is that Backyard Bullion is a great stamper. The way he stamps this stuff by hand is really, really incredible. So that's all hand stamped. You got the symbols down at the bottom, the Backyard Bullion 999. One of them's a year stamp, and one of them is the Edinburgh, verifying that it is pure silver. So that has been officially confirmed. It's not something that somebody just poured and claimed it was silver. This is the real deal, folks. And because I had it done by Backyard Bullion overseas and shipped here from the UK, it had quite a bit of a premium for me to buy. But I wanted someone to personally make my rounds, and he did that for me. And again, this will be the only 2 ounce Talking Bullion round ever sold. So there you go. So I'm taking bids on that this weekend. I want to see if anybody's interested in picking it up. Let me push it down here a little bit. Actually, I could have just zoomed in on it, I guess. Yep. And we will see what happens there. But like I said, I've held on to it for a while. I just don't think it's good to just leave it sitting in a drawer. And I'd like to have somebody enjoy it. So if you're interested, send me an email. Again, tb@talkingbullion.com, and we will see what happens. So if you're interested, I wish you well on that one. And again, it's a silent auction. You're not going to know what anybody else bids. And I'll take a look at what I get, and we will go from there. Awesome, huh? Go back out here. So again, just a quick summary. Got, what did we say, 14 rows of halves. Most of them Kennedys, some Franklins, and a Walker. And then we also have a 25 rolls of quarters. And one more reminder, I will not send any of these in the tubes. Now if you want the tubes, like these tubes that these halves are in are really nice, but they're not necessarily cheap. So if you want the tubes, you want to throw in a little bit extra money for the tube, I'll send them then. But other than that, I'm going to pop them out of the tubes and send them in a plastic bag or a paper tube. And then finally, so one more time, we're going to take a look at, see if anybody's interested in this 2.15 ounce Talking Bullion round. The only 2 ouncer to ever be sold. And that'll be that. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate you watching. And always remember, let's keep talking bullion.